Children, today we will be discussing more sums from the topic combination. Now let's see this sum. In this sum, it is given that how many words can be formed by taking four different letters of the word mathematics. Now, see, this is a key word of this question, different. That means you can see in the word mathematics, there are many letters who are repeated. Like M is present two times here, T is present twice, right? Same as A is also repeated, it's two times, right? So, if we separate the different words from the word mathematics, the different alphabets, we will see that there are eight different alphabets: M, A, T, H, E, I, C, and S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if we have to pick four letters, question is we have to take four different letters. Now, if we have to pick four letters from the eight given letters, so how many ways we can select? So number of combination will be 8C4, which is 70. Okay, now we have selected four alphabets. Now we have to arrange, we have to make a word with those four alphabets, with or without meaning. So the number of, we can say that the required number of permutation will be 70 into factorial 4, because now we have to arrange those four alphabets. So how many ways we can arrange the four alphabets? It will be factorial 4 ways, right? So total number of permutation, or the required number of permutation, will be 70 into factorial 4. The value of factorial 4 is 24. Into 70 will get 1680 words will be formed. Alright children, please note down. Okay, let's see another sum children. Now in this sum it is given that if 50cn plus 1 is equals to 50c4n minus 1, find nc8. So what we are doing, we are going to use the property ncr equals to ncn minus r to find the value of n, then substituting the value of n here to calculate the value of nc8. Okay, now here it is written 50cn plus 1. Now 50cn plus 1, when we put this this property ncn minus r equals to ncr, this 50cn plus 1 will become 50 minus n plus 1, right? And this is equals to 50c4n minus 1. And we have studied also, if ncp equals to ncq, the value of p and q will be same, right? So here also the value of 50 minus n minus 1 will be equals to 4n minus 1. Now here minus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. When we transfer this minus n to the right hand side, it will become 4n plus n is equals to 50. On cross multiplying, we get the value of n as 10. Now we have to calculate the value of nc8. Now when we put n as 10, we have to calculate the value of 10c8, right? Now 10c8 can be written as 10c2, and this can be easily simplified as 10 into 9 upon 2 into 1. That will be 45. Alright. Okay, let's see another sum children. Now in this sum it is given that find n if 3 into n plus 1 c3 equals to 7 into n c2. Alright. Okay, let's see the solution. If we simplify, it's n plus 1 c3, right? So it will become 3 into factorial n plus 1 upon factorial 3 into factorial n plus 1 minus 3, right? By the formula factorial n upon factorial r factorial n upon factorial r into factorial n minus r. So here the value of n is n plus 1 and r is 3. So it will become factorial n plus 1 upon factorial 3 into factorial n plus 1 minus 3. And this side, our right hand side, will become 7 into nc2 will become 7 into factorial n upon factorial 2 into factorial n minus 2. Alright. Now in this step, when we take 3 outside the factorial, it will become 3 into factorial 2 into factorial n minus 2. And n plus 1 outside the factorial, it will become n plus 1 into n plus 1 minus 1, it will be factorial n, right? And here this side, right hand side, okay, it will remain same. So you can see here factorial n will get cancelled in the numerator. This 3 will get cancelled with this denominator 3. This factorial 2 and factorial 2 will get cancelled. Factorial n minus 2 will get cancelled. So on the left hand side we will be having n plus 1. On the right hand side we are left with 7. When we transfer this plus 1 that side, it will become 7 minus 1. The value of n, required value of n will be 6. Alright. Let's see another sum, children. Now in this sum it is given that we wish to select 6 persons from 8 persons, but if the person A is chosen, the B must be chosen. In how many ways can the selection be made? There's a condition given. We have to select 6 persons from 8, and there's a condition given: if A gets selected, then B must get selected, right? Okay, so from here the two condition comes in mind. First, A is get selected, then B will get selected. So if A is selected and B will also get selected, that means two selections are already made, and we have to make 6 person. We have to select 6 person. So how many selections are left now? Now when 2 are selected, that means 4 are left. And how many people are left? 6 people are left to get selected. So we have to pick 4 person from 6 persons now. So number of combination in the first case will be 6C4. This can also be written as 6C2. And when we simplify, easy way is 6 into 5 upon 2 into 1. That will be 15. Okay. Let's see the second part in which A has not got selected. Now when A is not got selected, now how many ways, how many options we have to get 6 persons? So we have 7 options. When we leave A from a group of 8, we are left with 7 people. Now we have to select 6 from 7. So number of combination in the second case, it will be 7C6. This can also be written as 7C1, and which is 7 upon 1, it will be 7. This is an equal to sign. Okay. So the total number of combination will be, the total number of ways of selection will be 15 plus 7 is equals to 22. Please note down. Okay children, let's see another sum. In this question it is given that a student has to answer 10 questions, choosing at least 4 questions from each of part A and B. If there are 6 questions in part A and 7 questions in part B, in how many ways can the student choose 10 questions? That means at least 4 questions he has to attempt from each of the part. A question has total number of questions 6. B part has total number of questions 7. He has to attempt at least 4 from each part. So how many cases arises? There are 3 cases arises. That if we attempt 4 questions from A, then he has to attempt 6 from B. If he attempts 7 questions from A, then he has to attempt 5 questions from A and 5 questions from B. And if he has attempted 6 questions from A, then he has to attempt 4 questions from B. Right. So the combinations, the number of selections of questions, if we have selected 4 from A and A has 6 questions. So number of combinations will be 6C4 into B has 7 questions and student has to select 6 questions from part B. So number of combination will be 7C6. Okay. So in the first case, the number of combination will be 6C4 into 7C6. In second case, 5 from A and 5 from B, the number of combination will be 6C5 into 7C5. And in the third case, the combination will be, we have to select 6 from A and 4 from B. And there are only 6 questions. So the number of combination will be 6C6 into 6C4. Hence, the total number of combination will be the sum of all the combination in the 3 cases, 6C4 into 7C6 plus 6C5 into 7C5 plus 6C6 into 7C4. So when we solve and add, we'll get the answer 266. Alright children, please note down. Okay children, let's see another sum. In this sum it is given that how many words with or without meaning, each consisting 3 vowels and 2 consonants, can be formed from the letters of the word involute. Right. Now if we separate the vowels and the consonants from the given word, the vowels will be obtained as I, O, U and E. 4 vowels we will obtain. And the consonants will be N, V, L, T. 4 consonants we will obtain. Now we have to select 3 vowels and 2 consonants. Okay. So we have 4 vowels and 4 consonants. So when we select 3 from 4 vowels, it will be 4C3, and 2 consonants from the 4 given consonants, it will be 4C2. So the total number of combinations will be 4C3 into 4C2. When we solve, we'll get the value 24. So the number of, now we got how many ways we can select 5 alphabets in which 3 are vowels and 2 are consonants. There are 24 ways. Now when we have selected, we have to arrange, we have to make a word with or without meaning. When we have to make a word of 5 alphabets, so how many words can be formed using the 5 letters? It will be factorial 5. So the total number of permutation will be, the total number of words that can formed will be, when we solve, when we multiply, we'll get 2880 words. All right. Please note down.